Alright, so I needed to figure out if Necromancer was really better at the book phase than Puppeteer, so here's a bunch of clips of the book phase with Necromancer, and then a few with Puppeteer. And I draw some conclusions at the end. Spoiler alert, the conclusion is Puppeteer is better at the book phase. And this is the build I'm going to be using for the Necromancer. Basically, I just changed these two skill points and put them here, since you no longer res while you're dead, which seems fair. And of course, this is the Puppeteer build that we're going to use for the clips at the end. Alright, so this first clip, I'm set up here with my flautist in a beautiful spot. So here, notice that when they finish here and I summon Evil Ash, I'm going to use 4 attacks, and then I'm going to use my second ability. So that's 1 light, 2 light, 3 light, 4 heavy into second ability into some more attacks. Wow, this quality is good. So, and then after the second 4, you use res. So that's basically how you want to optimize Ash's attacks and abilities until they address that. So these guys, you know, they've got a hunter, a support, a warrior, and a leader, which is, in my opinion, one of the worst comps. One of each, not very good. Ashley already dies from some heavy attack that I did, probably. If you notice people are near you, using heavy attack is just really good. Notice I used it there and took off like a ton of the health. And as you can see, it's not even a minute and this game is basically over. So, Necro, pretty good. Just the first clip. I don't think we need to watch the whole thing there. Alright, so another clip. Now, these guys do a little better, but again, I'm trying to find people that really are able to punish all the mistakes I make and are able to really handle the book. So these guys do better, but same idea until they nerf this. 2, 3, 4, and then you use your res into 2, 3, 4 into summon, and check this out. These guys use the cars, and I can't get out of that corner. They melt me pretty quick, less than 15 seconds. So, already off to a much better start, these guys. Grab a Skelly, throw out a whole bunch of heavy attacks, because that's just has such good area effect. I didn't hit the book once there. I didn't mean to kill people, but some people went down, and as soon as some people go down, your chances just go so much, like you will probably lose. 2 people go down. I think I cut this clip a little short here because at this point you pretty much already won. The book isn't that low, but it's going to be dropping so fast now that they can't even go near me. Henry's a little afraid of milling me. Ed is probably almost out of ammo, but there's a minute left and it has almost no health. I obviously accidentally grabbed that car, but you can tell where this game is going to end. I probably show a little bit more of it. I'm probably waiting for my infernal energy to go up so I can throw up a whole bunch of stuff. And you get the idea. Necro, pretty good so far. I think I can cut it. Do I cut it? Jesus, I don't want to watch this whole thing. There we go. Okay, I guess I watched the whole thing. Okay, so then we've got... Okay, so notice my flautist wasn't ready just now. So I decided to check out how it looks without going in with flautist. So you start off with your basic, you do your 3 attacks, your skill. They killed it pretty quick. An elite, couple of hits. Those hits do a lot of damage. And then I decide, okay, it's time to throw up flautist. I don't want to... I want to use it. Go to my spot, throw it up, throw up a basic on the way back, throw up another basic, throw up boss, same plan. Now, things are obviously a little different. I didn't use it first. We started with a basic, we did some other stuff. Let's see how it goes. It looks like some of them are trying to go get the flautist. And not a lot is here defending. So I can do a ton of damage. They're still getting the flautist. Book is less than half health. I have over a minute left. No one's died yet, but I've done so much damage already to the book that this game is effectively over. Someone just died. I have a whole minute left. And we know how this ends. But I guess I wanted to show you with a cool finisher. There we go. Okay, so even if you mix up the timings, you don't have to start with boss. You can start without the flautist. Here again, well actually I just dropped the flautist. Starting with boss, I wonder what's different about this one. Okay, so there's two warriors better with a leader and a healer. Let's see how they do. Hopefully none die. You start off the same way. This time, none of them went to get the flautist. So they're all here trying to kill me. They're healing. No one's going down. It looks like they're all spending time trying to kill me or something that's hitting them book. None of them are dying, but they're getting close. Cheryl didn't get to heal the leader. About a little more than half the book's health is gone, and I have more than enough time. So I'm on a good path. So if they don't go for the flautist, they will have a lot of health to get through, and I'm doing a lot of damage during that time. Right, we have damage reduction and damage increase. So a minute left. They decided not to go for flautist, and this is what happens. I think we can end it here. Yeah. Okay. And here's a clip. I'm waiting for them to finish. So here's a nice little spot you can drop flautist. I messed up there. I messed up there. Finally dropped it. Let's see. They got a leader, a support, a warrior, and a hunter, which is not enough damage. Is basically what it comes down to. But let's see what happens here. So no one is addressing my flautist. So just like last clip, no one's addressing the flautist. Let's see how much I get done. This time they have the leader, the range leader, right? Annie instead of Ash, and Ashley instead of another warrior. So this is a bit more range focused. Cheryl is doing God knows what, so she goes down. Here comes Henry doing also God knows what. They still haven't taken me down because they have not a lot of damage. They have Kelly, who is their biggest damage dealer for range, and Annie, who's apparently not doing much. That clip, obviously, we know where that's ending. And now here's a really interesting one. I got spawned, as you just saw, 600 meters away. I just sped it up. About 200 meters away, 170-ish, is when they start hitting it. So I had no way of getting here faster. They luckily had both objectives right near each other and dark ones near each other, or close by. So I'm not sweating it too much. I know my spot. I just know that I need to get to the last once it's the last phase or the last bar, I can start acting. Here's my first mistake. I dropped those two traps without realizing my energy wasn't full, so I needed to stay here when I did that. So wasted a little time, but not terrible, because I still have some time before the last health bar is done. So I come back, I set up my flautist, didn't go again, didn't go again, didn't go again, didn't go again. So terrible flautist, it's probably already dead. So okay, we've already had situations where I don't have flautist, or it's dying early. Let's see how this goes. So they've got two warriors, support, and an Ed, pretty decent. Warriors are always good. And they are destroying me. Now, I did make some mistakes, right? I needed to have my portal set down much earlier. My flautist could have been in a much better spot. So, that aside, let's keep seeing how things go. That was a terrible possess. They handled it very well. I basically didn't do anything with like my last possess there, and I think my possess before that also. So here we go, let's see how boss works. Same thing, I mess up those first two hits. First three hits, already I'm about to die, so I throw that out before my fourth. And they completely destroy me. A minute left, and I'm not even halfway done with the book's health. Another completely destroyed. I probably get one and maybe two hits in before I go down. Sometimes I barely get a hit in like that. So these guys, no danger of dying, doing very well. I, again, admittedly made some mistakes in the beginning. I had a very slow start, and my cooldowns were bad. But all of this time right now is where that would make up for, right? Instead of doing all of what I'm doing right now, I would be attacking. But let's see how this just goes. So I missed my flautist placement a few more times there. I end up getting it here. Only 25 seconds. Book is about half health. So, okay, I get some flautist damage. Hit it 2 times before they address it. 2 warriors on me, while the hunter, I think, goes and gets the book, or the flautist. Flautist is dead, 10 seconds left. This is how that game ended. So, things that went wrong there. Other than my misplays, they pretty much just showed that you can't win if they have a comp similar to that with like 2 good warriors and 2 other things. It doesn't necessarily have to be Cheryl, it doesn't necessarily have to be Ed, but a ranged DPS is preferable, and a support, but that could have been another ranged DPS, or could have been a leader probably. But the 2 warriors were very, very important there. And I wasn't able to kill the book. So I pretty much laid it to rest there. Even if I didn't make those mistakes, like I said, I'm pretty sure I don't win that. And that pretty much just proves that you need flautists. And the last thing that needs to be tested is which is going to be very difficult because it's hard to find a team like the one in that last clip. But if I were to play a team like that again, with the dark ones spawning near the castle, so that I can put the flautist in the castle where it's impossible for them to get it. So in those cases, are they still able to defend the book? I'm not sure, but it seems like it's pretty much always beatable if you can get the flautist, or if it's not too much trouble to leave to get it. And they did that pretty convincingly. So here's a couple of Puppeteer ones. And now, specifically what Puppeteer is, I wanted to basically do exactly what just happened, where I can attack like basically once and then I'm dead. But the benefit of Puppeteer is that I explode when I die. So I wanted to see if I can basically do what just happened last game, pretending that these are good survivors. So here's a couple of clips of that. So I got my 2 traps set up, start with the basic. So I'm going to start by hitting it 3 times, or actually I'm just going to keep going until they address me. Already Ashley's dead, so this is already kind of a take it with a little bit of a grain of salt. But you'll see the idea here, right? I possess something, hit it twice, explode, get out, right? Pretending that they're killing me. Hit it twice, explode, get out. Obviously they're not killing me, but this is just to see how Puppeteer would have matched up against a team like last game. Now, you could argue that maybe I don't even get it hidden sometimes, and that's fair, right? Notice there I dodged to get past Henry, so dodging towards the book is actually really, 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 really good. And then you would boss. Do I actually... I think I just live out this full boss. But I mean, at this point, you get the idea. There's a minute left, and the book is obviously going to die without me even having to use my full potential. There's how that game ended. So now, I decided, okay, well, what if... Well, not what if, but these guys don't die, right? There's not an Ashley. Well, there is an Ashley, but she's not going to just die to my random heavy attack near the book, right? They've got 2 hunters, they've got their warrior and their Cheryl. So, okay, I think that's... They don't have the warriors, but they've got a pair of hunters, which is also okay. There I only did 3 attacks and blew up on my first one. But then everything after, same idea. I'm just pretending that they're killing me. Grab something, throw out 1 heavy attack, blow up, move on. So technically, I should be able to do this versus anybody, no matter how good they are. Grab as many strays as you can. That explode damage really matters. Okay, there wasn't any around there. I obviously missed, so I'm just going to hit it once. I'm at full health, but I'm still going to blow up. So we're past half health of the book, and we haven't gotten to a minute yet. I mean, I guess we're at a minute. There I messed up. But you won't be 100% perfect. Sometimes you might miss some, so that's realistic still. Looking close. I'm running out of steam. So, okay, so I had boss. I didn't even realize. But here, I'm also going to simulate what a good team will do to a boss. So I'll always be able to get my first kill. I'll usually be able to get a combo, and then I just unpossessed. Just unpossessed, just pretending that I got killed, and then continue doing the same thing. And as you're seeing, even without using your full potential, with just attacking, blowing up, you're able to kill the book. Which is huge. So, in conclusion, Puppeteer is the best at the book. That's pretty much how it goes. Necro will be able to kill the book faster, and it will seem stronger with the flautist. Without the flautist, you will lose against a good team. And with the flautist, I can't guarantee that you'll win against a good team. However, it seems like Puppeteer can always kill the book. Now, I had a few seconds to spare that game. I also didn't play perfectly, so you know, it's very close to say whether or not it's kind of quote unquote broken and whether or not Puppeteer can always win no matter what. And it also depends on the survivors, right? Sometimes you probably just will not be able to get an attack off, and sometimes you'll probably get 2 attacks off. But this seems like the best strategy to beat the book. For Puppeteer, for Necromancer, Warlord, right now is just not very good, and we'll just lose to 4 good survivors no matter what you do. So that's the video. Puppeteer, some good redeeming qualities. Good redeeming qualities. Necromancer does hit harder, has a higher ceiling, but Puppeteer's explosion and heavy attack hitting twice really is what edges it out right now until the next patch. Alright, that's the video.